Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So today I have a collective message for you guys. Please remember that these readings do not resonate for everyone. So let's get straight into this and find out what this collective needs to hear. I've already pulled some cards here. Whoever I'm picking up on, I do see that you have entered a new phase, okay? You have entered a new stage. This is quite new. So I do see that there may be a little bit of discouragement at the moment, okay? Because right now you have hit a major goal, okay? You're getting a lot of attention with the Six of Wands here. You're about to get a lot of attention. You're about to have a lot of eyes on you. So I do see that with the eyes that you have on you, they're also in some competition, right? There also is a little bit of a shift in the people around you. You're going to notice this. So when you were working towards your goal, so in the recent past here, you were putting in a lot of time, a lot of effort. You were working towards a goal. I just seen 111, and I do see that you have exceeded expectations, right? Not just your own expectations, but the people around you. Now, I do see that you have stepped into your power on an unbelievable level, okay? So people may not even recognize you. People from your past, if you run into them, they may not even recognize you. Now, obviously, you look similar, everything like that. This is more of an energetic thing, so your energy has changed, right? And I mean, you have been working really hard on yourself, especially the last 2 years. I see a major shift in the last 2 years, right? So around 2 years ago, you may have started some type of journey, or you may have started healing or working on yourself. Now I see that, again, you're unrecognizable to the people that once knew you on an energetic level, okay? I also see that you've put in a lot of work, okay? So and I just mean 222 when I said that, you put in a lot of work and time and energy into whatever this goal is, whatever you've been working towards. And I'm getting that it's more of like what you're doing to yourself, okay? So you're healing yourself, you're healing your toxic traits, you're healing things that you do not like about yourself, and it's reflecting on the outside. So I do see that people that once knew you look at you as somebody now that is very confident, somebody now that can kind of just, whatever they put their mind to, you can achieve it, okay? You have hit goals that other people, they don't understand it, okay? And to be honest, because I'm getting that you kind of went ghost, okay? Meaning that you may have distanced yourself from other people. Maybe you deleted your social media, right? Like, I'm getting that you kind of went ghost. So people were not able to kind of keep tabs on you. And even if you didn't delete your social media, I am getting that you became very private with the healing that you were doing. So again, it's almost like people from your past are seeing you pop out as this new person. And again, it is triggering a lot of people, right? Don't get me wrong, it's not everyone. You definitely have a support system around you. But you've hit this level that intimidates, okay? You've hit these goals that other people just do not know how you've done it, right? So again, you may notice that people are now acting different. People may actually, there's a little bit of a judgmental tone to this, okay? Because I do see that people may think that you're a different person. Now, obviously, you've done a lot of healing. Obviously, you've done a lot, right? And the thing is about you, your heart has not changed, okay? You are somebody with a massive heart. You're somebody that's an empath, okay? You're somebody that has this beautiful soul. You've always been like this. You've always embodied this energy. But because now there are a lot of eyes on you, you're getting a lot of attention, you've done so much work on yourself, the people from the past may actually be forgetting your heart, right? They also could be making assumptions about you, and I'm getting that you have people distancing themselves from you. Again, this may cause some type of discouragement. This may cause you to feel alone. This may cause you to... There's a lot of confusion, because I do see that your life has got significantly better, right? The way that you carry yourself, like, you're just happy, right? In the past, you were not... Well, we do have the sun here, but I do see that you definitely were not looking at the brighter side of things. You may actually have been acting from trauma in the past. But I do see that, look, your growth has triggered a lot, okay? It triggered a lot of people. Now, you are somebody that... This is natural for you. Like, you're going to trigger people, okay? This is a part of your soul purpose. You kind of triggering people to become the best version of themselves, because you have done the work. Now you have got to this place where, again, your confidence is unmatched, your resilience is unmatched, you're getting a lot of attention, but again, the attention's also coming with a lot of conflict, especially from people that, again, maybe they grew up with you, or maybe like they were people that you used to be friends with before you had this glow up, right? So there's this major like shock, because again, you have put in the work and you have put in the time, and because nobody's seen the work and the time that you have put in, they think that you've just kind of popped up. And for some of you, you actually may have people, again, as I mentioned before, like distancing themselves from you, right? And it's because they're intimidated. But let me tell you that this is also causing growth within them. So I just seen 707. So the fact that you're doing all of these things, the fact that you're getting all of this attention, the fact that you have really worked on yourself, you seem to be somebody that people view as almost magical with the High Priestess here, okay? They may have thought... People may think that maybe you're doing some type of spell work, or you just have something about you. Again, it's because they haven't seen the work that you have put in. I'm also getting that you have become very in tune with your intuition, with your inner knowing, right? And I do think that this is actually causing a little bit of conflict, because you are picking up on... Okay, sorry about that. But you are picking up on other people's emotions. You are picking up on other people's thoughts, okay? You have... Whoever I'm speaking to, you have actually tapped into the highest version of yourself, and your intuition unmatched, okay? You're somebody that... You're very sensitive to energy, and I do think that there are a lot of people at the moment talking bad about you, a lot of people kind of gossiping about you, a lot of people that are trying to take away from the work that you have put in, okay? I'm getting that recently, as I mentioned, you have a lot of eyes on you, right? And this is causing people from the past to kind of gossip about you, people from the past to bring you up, to kind of, because you're getting all of this attention, it's like these people from the past are, again, trying to kind of discredit you in a way, right? And these are people that you've shown them a lot of love in the past, like you really have. And I'm also getting this energy where, again, there's this assumption that your heart had changed, okay? They have made some type of assumption that your heart had changed, right? When that's not the case at all, right? They are coming from a place of being triggered. They also seem to be projecting the triggers back onto you, okay? And you know what, like, I don't like pushing the whole, you know what I mean, like, when you're at the top, it's lonely type of narrative, because I feel like that is a narrative, and I feel like, you know, you have to be very careful with what you speak over your life. But what I'm seeing here is this is how you may feel at the moment, okay? You may feel that you've done all this work, you've put in all of this like energy. You've literally transformed your life, okay? You have got to a place where you have always, there goes the camera again, sorry guys. Okay, sorry. But you have done all of this work. You've worked on yourself. You have really tapped into a place where your past version, okay, the past version of you would be extremely proud of where you are right now, okay? And you really do have your spirit guide cheering you on. Obviously that is silent. So again, you may feel like alone. You may feel alone. You may feel discouraged. You may feel like, again, because people are treating you differently, you may feel, again, alone. And again, I don't like to push that whole, like, it's lonely at the top energy, but what happens, right? Why that is such a narrative is because what happens is when you decide to work on yourself, when you decide to, stop entertaining, people, and stop kind of lowering your standard to other people, and, when you stop entertaining low vibrational things, and I just seen 1111, stop trying to kind of fit in with the general public, and you actually want to kind of do things to work towards your goals. You want to fix yourself, this is a very powerful energy that you've already tapped into, okay? You just taking the initiative to change is very powerful, and not a lot of people do that, okay? But what pushes this narrative of it's lonely at the top, or once you hit a certain point, like it's lonely, is basically you no longer resonate with the people around you, okay? So this is just how it is, okay? This is like just an energy that ends up happening when you decide to work on yourself, when you decide to do better for yourself, is you now disconnect from the other people that you used to be around. And it's a natural thing, because either you're going to be the same or you're going to evolve, okay? And when you decide to evolve and other people around you do not decide to evolve, you no longer resonate with them on a vibrational level. You will notice that you don't have things in common with these people anymore, right? They don't have things in common with you, because again, you will notice that, especially when you make the decision to do better for yourself, to go towards your goal, to try to kind of embody the person that you want to embody, the people around you, very rarely will the people around you ever kind of follow you. You know what I mean? So what happens is, I feel like I need to do some type of visual for this, because what I'm picturing right now is like basically you tend to disappear because you have gone to a different vibration, okay? So the people you once hung around, okay, they have maybe certain types of habits, even if it's like not a habit, but it could be a habit of distracting themselves, or it could be them kind of being influenced by the spirit of delay, okay, or them kind of refusing to, grow themselves. So, you no longer resonate with these people. And this is why when people have such major upgrades, or they have a glow up, or they work on themselves, they tend to kind of disconnect from the old people in their life. And it's a natural thing that occurs. Because here's the thing, even if you try to go back, okay, say you try to hang out with your old friends before you've done all of this work on yourself, you may tap into an old version of yourself. You definitely will be reminded of an old version of yourself. And again, this is something that can become very contradicting. I just need 1414. And it causes a lot of confusion, because past people tend to bring you to a past version of yourself. Now, when you're in a room with these people, either you're going to go down to their level, so basically lower your own vibration down to their level, or they're going to come up to yours. And this is where the intimidation comes in, because a lot of people, it can be hard for them to outgrow an old version of themselves. Maybe they're not ready. Maybe it's not their path, okay? But what happens is, especially if you're somebody that is very firm on your boundaries and you're somebody that refuses to lower your vibration, then they don't resonate with you, especially if they refuse to raise their vibration, raise their awareness, right? Speak, Daniela, oh my God. But, you know, like you will notice that, again, the intimidation comes in because they refuse to grow. Okay, so this is where that narrative comes in, like it's lonely at the top. And right now, you may feel that way. You may feel alone. You may feel like there's nobody that understands you. You may feel like there's nobody that resonates with you. You may feel like you just do not connect on a deep level with anybody. And trust me when I say, you know, stop looking back. Okay, that's the biggest advice I can give you. Do not look back at the past. These people served a purpose. Especially these people that are in your reading today, and it's going to be different for everyone, but these people would be popping up in your mind right now during this reading if it's for you. These people here, they no longer resonate with you, and they maybe in the future, they will, you know, decide that they're going to want to work on themselves, and maybe you'll meet them again in the future. But for now, you need to stop looking at the past, because these people have served a purpose, okay? Because right now, I do see a lot of resentment. I see a lot of like, especially one person in particular seems to be very like angry, and I'm getting that you can see it on their face. I'm getting that their words have become very harsh. This is somebody that they have like control issues. Now, this is also somebody that they are very vocal. Okay, so they may have said some things to you. Now, obviously, the things that they've said to you is not as bad as what they've said behind your back, but I do see that this person's really trying to drag you down. Okay, they're even trying to like tell other people, trying to kind of discredit you, trying to kind of act like you've changed. And look, you have changed, okay? But they're trying to spin this change as a bad thing, and like you're no longer the same person. They may even be accusing you of being fake, right? Just because they do not know this new version of you. I'm also getting that around 2 years ago for some of you, there was this, you may have come together with this person or these people from the past. And I'm getting that you've done a lot of growing in this last 2 years, but they haven't, okay? So, Two of Swords here, again, you may notice that this person doesn't want to speak to you, or people from your past do not want to speak to you. And again, this is coming from intimidation. Right? There's a lot of comparison happening here with these past people. There's also somebody here that there was a time that they felt like they were doing better than you. They also feel like the odds were not in your favor, but the odds were in their favor. Okay, but they did nothing with it, if that makes sense. Okay, so for example, maybe they had a lot of support around them. Maybe they had some type of, you know, money or something like that. Or maybe they came from like a really good family or something. They feel like that the odds were not in your favor, and you still have done all this growing, and they have not. Okay, again, a lot of comparison on their side. This feels like somebody that used to be very close to you, like a best friend or something like that. But I do see that the more that you have worked on yourself and the more that you have upgraded, that was when this person started to distance themselves from you. And yeah, now I just see that this person is trying to push a narrative. They're very focused on discrediting you. That's what's going on here. They're very focused on you. Especially like talking bad about you and trying to undermine you and your success. And yeah, I'm also getting that there's somebody close to you that they're also trying to turn against you. Like, I'm really getting that this person is coming for you. And I'm getting that you're about to find out about it because somebody close to you that had a lot of loyalty to you, they tried to turn this person against you as well, right? But I do see that it hadn't worked. But I do see that you're about to find out about it as well. Yeah, so also, whoever I'm speaking to, you need to be very wary of projections at the moment, because I am getting that this person is coming in and they're coming in very harsh, right? Like, I do see that behind your back, they've been talking bad, they've been trying to undermine you, they've been trying to say all these things to kind of discredit you, but I'm also getting that they're about to come to your face, and they're also trying to plant seeds in your mind, okay? You need to be very careful that you do not become double-minded, meaning that you don't start to question yourself. You don't start to think, oh my gosh, like, you know, who am I? Am I being fake? Okay, look at this card. You need to make sure that you are not being double-minded. You know who you are. Do not listen to this person that keep trying to kind of undermine you, and they keep trying to project these energies at you that make you feel like you are not the person that you have worked so hard to be, okay? They are literally trying to, again, project this old version onto you. You're no longer this person, and do not allow it to even, you know, confuse you in any way or anything like that. This is somebody that they're very focused on tearing you down. They're very focused on tearing you down because they do not want to meet you where you're at. Okay? So again, this is somebody that's coming off very mean, very harsh, okay? Whether it's to your face or behind your back, it's majority behind your back, but even to your face, this person has become very harsh, right? This is somebody that is actually trying to hold on to a past version of you. A past version of you that you've already let go of. Okay? You've already healed from this person, but they're trying so hard to keep this past version of you, to make you go back to this past version of you. And again, you need to be careful with what people are saying to you. You may notice that even if it's not this person directly, you will notice that other people are now bringing up old, just random people. Even if they didn't know you, a past version of you, they're bringing up past things about you, okay? You may notice that even random people are trying to put into your head maybe past traits that you had, right? This is because you have somebody so focused on believing that you are not this person. You're being fake, okay? You're being fake. They are literally trying to drag you back down to their level, okay? Because they cannot handle how you have rose above them. And again, this had nothing to do with this person, by the way. This had nothing to do with them. Your growth had nothing to do with them. The way that you have, worked on yourself had nothing to do with them. This had nothing to do with them, but again, because you have, in their opinion, rose above them and you've raised your vibration, this is something that they cannot do. You have become somebody with a lot of attention on you, a lot of eyes on you. You've had a major glow up. As I mentioned, you're unrecognizable, and even if you are, you may look the exact same, but you're not, okay? Especially your energy, you're not, okay? You are somebody where you're getting a lot of attention. You have been working on your energy. You've been working on your aura. You've been working on yourself. And the thing in here is you may have even surprised yourself with the growth, okay? Because I see you literally going from the 3 of Wands to the 6 of Wands, real quick, okay? And with the 10 of Cups reversed, yeah, this actually may be somebody in your family. Again, it can be very discouraging when, you're working on yourself, you're doing all these things that are bettering yourself, and then you have the people around you, the ones that you thought that were going to be happy for you and proud of you and support you, the same people that, have an issue with you kind of upgrading. And that's what's going on here. With this like Queen of Swords energy. I'm also getting that this Queen of Swords energy here, this person that keeps trying to drag you down on every level, this person here, like, they're really trying to act happy, okay? That's something that they're doing here. Like, they're trying to act like, they're so happy. They're trying to act and imitate your actual energy, okay? Because here's the thing. You've released all of this trauma, you've released all of this old energy, you are somebody that you're in your highest version, your highest vibration, right? And I see this energy of them basically trying to imitate where you're at. Okay, so if you see them, they may be acting so happy, like everything's great, okay? They may be trying to paint that picture, maybe on social media, or, they're trying to paint that picture. And again, it's because this is a very competitive energy, okay? They're trying to, again, imitate your vibration and act like they're so happy and like their life is so good. And I'm not saying it's not, but where they're coming from is very miserable, okay? It's a place of comparison. It's a place of jealousy. It's a place of, again, trying to pull you down because they are not doing the work for themselves, okay? And because you have done all these things and you have become this amazing person and they cannot handle it because they have not worked on themselves, they're actually just trying to fake it, right? They're actually just trying to fake that, like, they're so happy and everything's all good, and at the same time dragging you down, right? This is somebody that is very condescending, okay? So if you do speak to them, it's always an insult. And the insult would be kind of masked as maybe honesty or something like that. But, at the moment, you need to kind of protect yourself. You need to protect this version of yourself. You need to remember who you are and how much work you've done on yourself. I don't know why I'm really drawn to the time right now. It's 12:07. I don't know if that's going to resonate for anyone, but if it does, let me know. It's also the 9th of the 9th, okay? So 9 may be very strong for you at the moment. You may be kind of clearing up anything that no longer serves you, disconnecting from, 9 is a very transformational number, okay? So you may be going through a period of transforming. You've already gone through this period, but I do see that, this is what's going on here. Then also this energy of this person trying to keep you close to you. Be very careful, okay? Because in the same energy, they're always trying to bring you down, but then with the 6 of Coins reversed here, this is somebody that's still in trying to use you for your resources, okay? So this could be an opportunist. But again, their jealousy is very loud. And again, they're jealous, they're competitive, okay? They keep trying to kind of bring you down. This is somebody that it also may be quite hard to accept this message just because they're very good at hiding their true self, okay? They hide their true self in plain sight. So basically, they come off as somebody that's very blunt, okay? Somebody that will just say what's on their mind. That is their energy, but they also try to hide it behind, they're doing this for people's own good, which is not true at all. This is just somebody that they're very competitive, they're very jealous, they have a hard time actually hiding this, and especially with you, right? Which again, it may be very discouraging because this is somebody that was supposed to protect you and look after you, right? This could be, as I mentioned, a family member. even if it was like an ex-friend or something like that, right? Like they were supposed to, like, they know the true you and they were supposed to protect you and look after you, but their ego got in the way. And you did too much growing for this person's liking. So again, you're going to notice this person always trying to bring you down, always trying to take away anything that you have, this success that you have built for yourself. They're trying to take that away from you. They're also trying to project an old version onto you. Okay, you're no longer that person. You really need to remind yourself. Right now, you may actually need to protect yourself from this energy. You need to be very mindful of the thoughts that you are thinking. Okay, for example, you may have these thoughts or insecurities that used to pop up for you. Okay, maybe you're having thoughts that a past version of you used to have, or you're having insecurities that a past version of you used to have, or you may even have people bringing this stuff up. Okay, you need to affirm against it. You need to kind of get back to your energy. You need to reject any projection, okay, because these projections are trying to drag you down, right? Now, I do want to mention that going back to, you may feel lonely, you may feel like you don't resonate with anyone. Trust me when I say, stay in your energy, stay in your vibration. The healing that you have done is for the best, okay? It's not bad. Do not look at your past. Do not look at your past people. Them people, if they do not decide to, work on themselves, it had nothing to do with you, right? But if they do not decide to work on themselves, then naturally they're going to fall out of your life, right? But do not worry, because it's not lonely at the top. You're going to connect with people that are on your vibration, okay? New characters will be unlocked, right? So when you change vibration, change your energy, get rid of trauma, okay, sure, you no longer need the people that were on that vibration, and it can get to the point where you actually no longer need them, okay? Like they're not in, it's 12:12 on my actual clock, they're no longer in your reality. Now, you may notice that maybe you used to always see a certain person. So for example, maybe you're at the shop and you're always running into a past person, or maybe you're running into people from your past. Okay, you will notice that right now you're not doing that. These people are not even at the places that they used to be, if you're there, again, because your energy had shifted, your energy had changed. Okay, there are new people there, people on a different vibration. When you step into a new energy, a new vibration, new people become unlocked, okay? This is why when you start to work on yourself, you will notice that you start to align and meet the people that you're meant to be around, okay? So right now, the people that you are meeting, the new people in your life, these people are on the same energy and the same vibration as you, and you're about to connect with these people. There's somebody here that, again, they're no longer resonating with you. So again, there may be a falling out, but then again, they're being replaced by somebody that isn't on your energy, isn't on your vibration. Okay, so I do think that this past person, I'm not talking about the ex-friend either. There's somebody that could be a love interest or something, but I do think that they have become unreliable, they've become unloyal, they have become, I'm getting like a slow energy where they're not moving. They have become stuck because they refuse to grow. But I see them being replaced real quick with somebody new, somebody on your level, somebody on your vibration. Okay, so again, be very mindful of your thoughts. Okay, anything from a past version of you, you need to literally rebuke. You need to get it out of there. You need to kind of focus on who you are now and not allow anyone to try to, change your mind on who you are, because people are trying to do it because they refuse to grow. Okay, strong Pisces in this reading, strong air energy in this reading as well, especially Gemini. We have strong Leo and Scorpio in this reading as well. So that's all I have for you guys. If it resonated, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next reading.